Hi and welcome to today's session. What we're actually looking to talk about today is the study of astrology, and for someone myself who's actually had their birth chart done and then further studied some of the impacts that planets may have on us, I am a bit of a follower in relation to this study. I think it's fabulous, the energies that are present, the way they play out in our lives. Just like anything, raising my own awareness means that rather than working unconsciously with that energy, that I can actually consciously work with and choose to work with the energy. So sometimes that can alleviate a bit of stress in life when I know certain planets might be going retrograde, as sometimes I mention in my moon cycle emails, where people may get frustrated and not understand why results aren't coming to fruition. Yet the energy and the cycles of the earth and the moon and all of the planets out there that we can recognize in the solar system are something that really have such a big impact on us. And to have that level of knowledge and awareness and have the choice to actually be able to access it, I think is fabulous in this day and age. Astrology is actually a study just like tarot, which sometimes can be misunderstood, surrounded in mystery or discredited because of the myth and mystery around it. What I'd like to do over these next two sessions is just, from my own understanding, try and I suppose dispel some of the myths around it and make it more accessible as a study, that if it appealed to you, that you actually may go and study it further. So in our day-to-day lives, probably the first time we come across astrology is in our daily horoscope. And if your parents read it, then you would probably become aware as to what star sign you were. So we'd say, well, I'm a Scorpio, that's my star sign. And often when we meet people, people will ask, oh, so what star sign are you? And then straight away anticipate that you have all of the characteristics of that particular sign. This is my astrological birth chart, and as you can see, there are actually 12 houses in this astrological birth chart. Not only that, but there are multiple planets in each house in different star signs. Very, very important point to make. So, my example of my birth chart, and because I have both the sun and the moon in Scorpio, which means I have both my masculine and my feminine within Scorpio, and other planets also within Scorpio, and most of them clustering in one particular house, it makes me very typically Scorpio in a lot of ways. Doesn't mean that I don't have traits of other star signs, but if you're reading the daily horoscope and you're going, look, it doesn't really ring true to me, but then you may read another one, another sun sign, and say, oh, that actually seems to make more sense to me. Go get your birth chart done. So it's a great myth to dispel, is that the daily horoscope is incorrect. What it actually is based on the sun sign. So most of us are familiar with our sun sign, thus we go, well, astrology is no good, or this, whole star sign of the zodiac doesn't work. No, it does. It's just that what became quite popular, I suppose, over time was just to put the sun sign in. Obviously, we are so individual that even if you had twins, but one was born a minute, 2 minutes before the other, they may have very different charts. So, because the planets keep moving, so nothing's actually static at any point in time. Really does fascinate me, the benefit of having your birth chart done, and the fact that your personality and your personality dynamics can actually be shown up visibly in what seems like a blueprint. So in part two, what we're going to do is look more deeply at the birth chart, but I hope in this first part that I've given you some food for thought in relation to not only having your own birth chart done at some stage, but also too a general understanding that astrology isn't just a sun sign. I read my daily horoscope and there you go. Until next time, thanks very much.